So you've successfully installed the plugin from Epic Marketplace. Now you need to activate. So you get Edit, Plugins, look for under FX under installed, activate the plugin, and you'll be prompted to restart the editor. You then need to go to Settings, Show Engine Content, Show Plugin Content, and then you can simply scroll down and you'll find XUDynamic Weather plugin content at the very bottom. Okay then, let's add some weather to this level. First of all, go to the plugin, blueprints, and pull in the controller. Now with the controller, you can't have any other exponential height fog in the level, so just delete that. That's simply because the controller spawns its own, which you can see you can adjust the level with there. So if I go to fog, we can now set the fog to a level of 0.4. We can set the height fall off to 15. And if I raise and lower it, you can see we're getting a nice misty sort of environment. So let's bring that down a little bit. There we go to about there. We change the color of the fog, change it a bit blue, and if we change the white temperature to 5000, we get a nice blue, misty, wet looking fog. Okay, so we now have fog in the world. Let's put in a particle system. Let's make your life easy, and we'll switch the fog off, just so see what we're doing easier. We'll go to the FX, we'll go to one of the preset particle systems for rain, put that into the world. At the moment this is using just default variables. So if we go into the controller, open the controller, use this function here, and the rain preset table. It's also a sand or snow, depending on which one you want. Compile it, disconnect, save. Go back here, we'll now see that the rain has changed. What this has actually done is changed these dynamic variables here to what was in the preset table. These are what you would change to alter the look of the particle system. So now we have that in the world. We just press play. The character is running around. We have rain, but she can easily run outside the rain. So there's a nice little fix to that. We can either make the particle system as big as the world, or make it track the player, set it to 10 frames per second, set it so XY is to the player when the player spawns. Press play, and now the character is running around in the rain, and the rain follows the character. This is a nice optimized system. It means we can keep the particle system count low, but the character can always be in rain. So let's add some wind to this. Let's add another actor just to make it more obvious. Put a tree in on there. We'll go to the wind system on the controller. We'll set the wind to 0.8. We can quite simply see that the wind picks up, affects the tree. The tree uses material functions in the material. We'll go into this in more depth in another video. If we turn the controller even, sorry, you'll see that the particle system responds, and so does the tree and the materials. So we press play now. See that the weather, the wind, and the rain is all reacting together. There's also a sound effect which goes alongside this, which increases, the volume increases as the intensity of the rain increases. We also have the camera also gets affected by the wind in a buffering effect. It can be turned off or adjusted in the controller. Okay, let's add something else to the world. Now the easiest thing now to do is we switch the controller off, get rid of these quickly. So I can see what we'll do is we'll add some of the materials. We'll add a wet look wood material to the floor. These are all come with the plugin and use various material functions to have their effect of an infill. There's more details on this in documentation and will be more videos. Wood. Set this to a wet look rock. If we go to the controller again, and we go to the particle system, and we scroll down, Go to the material blend effect. If we click 1, this will show it all as wet, which will be the starting point for level. So if we want to go to wet to dry, but we want to go dry to wet, so we'll start at 0. And then if we go to the blend that for a timer, if I press play now, the rain effect, you'll notice that the water on the floor, on the rock, gets wetter and wetter in relation to time. So what we'll do now is we'll add the fog back in. I'll see the whole effect together. Let's play. We now have a nice cold environment, strong wind, getting wetter and wetter. So there we have a nice dynamic weather system. So what can we do next? Well, we can simply add a trigger to make it fully dynamic. Let's pop the trigger onto here quickly. The trigger really allows you to adjust everything: fog, wind, particle system and material. So the fog we will switch off pretty much. We will put the white points nice and warm. We'll unsync them. Put the fog height to something more useful. We'll blend the wind out. We'll blend the particle system out, and we will, at the end of the particle system, we will blend the material again. So we press play now. Windy, rainy, foggy. Run into the world, everything's getting wetter and wetter and wetter. We run into the trigger. Fog dissipates, the world gets warmer, the wind stops, particle system stops, and the materials start to dry. The speed of this can all be set in the controller using curves, or at the trigger level by using a scaler. If we run out, we can see it returns back to the pre-trigger state. There you go, a fully dynamic weather system, very quickly added to your game. It's fully customizable. Lots of things you can change in variables. There'll be several more videos, tutorials, and there's a full documentation with the product to help you customize and get the effect you want. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching.